She slid the envelope across the white tablecloth like it was dessert. Her lips curved into a rehearsed smile, her eyes gleaming with venom. "From all of us," she announced loudly, making sure the other diners turned to watch. My husband had his phone angled just right, pretending it was casual, but I saw the red dot recording. Their laughter was almost louder than the clinking glasses around us. They expected me to break, cry, beg, perform. Instead, I signed immediately. The pen glided across the paper, smooth, final. I handed it back, thanked her, and stood. I didn't flinch, I didn't curse, because she had no idea what I'd already done. I met her on the very first day I met him. He introduced us too soon, almost as if her approval mattered more than my presence. She hugged me with arms that felt like chains. Her eyes scanned me, calculating, dissecting. Back then, I told myself it was nerves, that one day she'd soften. She didn't. She hovered, whispered, pulled strings. She made sure I knew I was temporary in her son's story. And him? He was charming at first, sweet, protective. The kind of man who made promises he never intended to keep. I believed him. God help me, I believed every word. The cracks started small. Missed calls, long meetings, the faint smell of perfume that wasn't mine. His phone face down at dinner, his eyes lighting up at messages he never let me see. And then the proof. One night I borrowed his laptop for work. He'd forgotten to log out. Messages between him and his mother filled the screen, mocking me, planning dinners where I was the punchline. Worse, hidden in another folder, videos. Him with another woman. Her voice in the background once, laughing, coaching. That was the night I stopped being his wife and became his executioner. I didn't scream, I didn't confront. I played my role, smiled at dinners, kissed him goodnight. But inside, I was cataloging everything. I pulled financial statements, quietly opened accounts in my name only. I moved assets, half his, half mine, into places he couldn't reach. I took screenshots, made copies, saved messages. I learned his passwords, then changed them when the time was right. I became a ghost in my own home, invisible but everywhere. Every insult, every betrayal only sharpened my resolve. They thought I was weak. They mistook silence for surrender. The first move was legal. I found a lawyer discreetly, one who specialized in high-asset divorces. We drafted everything months before my birthday. Property division, custody of accounts, evidence prepared like bullets in a chamber. The second move was financial. I rerouted his paychecks, shifted titles on the car, made sure every joint asset leaned my way when the papers were filed. The third was social. His friends, his colleagues, each received anonymous packages, screenshots, videos, proof of what he did. One by one, his allies distanced themselves, without him knowing why. By the time my birthday came, he was a hollow king without a kingdom. But he didn't know it yet. So there we were, the restaurant lit with candles, strangers watching like it was theater. She slid the papers. He recorded. They thought they'd humiliate me. But the signatures I placed that night weren't surrender. They were confirmation. Because those papers had already been filed, with my terms, my evidence, my trap. I looked at her, then at him. "Thank you," I said softly, "not for the divorce, but for giving me the perfect stage to walk away." When I stepped out of that restaurant, my lawyer pressed send. Bank accounts frozen, assets seized, the videos, the texts, all released to the right hands. By the time dessert reached their table, his career was ash. Her reputation burned alongside it. I turned 31 that night, but I was reborn too. They wanted a spectacle. They got one, just not the one they scripted. The woman they mocked, betrayed, underestimated, she left with everything they tried to strip away. Not love, not family. Those had been illusions. But dignity, power, control. They taught me betrayal. I taught them consequence. And as I walked out of that restaurant, the sound of their laughter still echoing behind me, I smiled. Because I knew that by tomorrow, laughter would be the last sound they'd remember making.